This video is going to review how to use a combination of forms and assignments to do quizzes or simply ask a question and then provide feedback. Now, there are some very transparent features in Teams that appear to provide feedback, but they're not working very well. I have tested this method and it seems to work quite well, but there are quite a few steps for setting it up. And it's important to, the very first time you do it, to take it slow and pay attention because the functions that you need to make this work are hidden behind some of those little bitty dot-based menus. All right, the first thing that you're not going to do is you're not going to go into assignments. That's not what you want to do. You want to go into forms. If you're not sure how to get the forms from the launcher, you can click forms. Inside of forms, you want to make a new quiz. If you already know what quizzes you want to make, just build them all here first. This is definitely the first step. Okay. I've already done a first quiz as a test. So I'm going to do my second quiz. You can put a description in, whatever you want to do. You can add a photo. That's up to you. I'm going to add one question. Do you like red at all? I'm going to make it required, and I'm going to say it's worth 10 points. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to these dots and hit settings. And then this is where you need to decide what kind of control you want. Now, if you want the student to be able to redo the quiz, you have to uncheck this. If you don't uncheck that and you return this quiz to them, they're not going to be able to redo it. If you want it to be a one-off, like they have one opportunity to do it and submit it, you want to do that. Leave this alone. Just accept responses. You can set these controls up inside of Teams. So you don't want conflicting settings. And you don't need to do this. This is also handled in Teams. You really just need to decide if they're going to be able to resubmit it. All right? That's it. That's step one. Make your quiz. Now, I'm going to jump into Teams, and I'm going to go to Assignments. I'm going to let assignments load, and then I'm going to hit Create. Quiz. My second quiz. Next. All right, so here you go. You could change the title if you want. You can add a category if you're going to do dozens and dozens of these for data analysis. You can add a category. I'm going to skip that. Inside of instructions, this is where you would want to prompt the students. Explain the quiz, give them links to help them. If you have a reading you want to link to, like read this first and then take the quiz, you want to build that all into this box. I'm just going to put please complete. All right, that's all set at the quiz level. You can just select certain students to send certain quizzes to, but for now I'm going to leave it to all students. I only have one student here. And I'm going to make my due date basically right now because, I'm testing this out in real time. If you want to change the assignment time variables, that is in here. So you hit edit. You can schedule this to post automatically in the future. This is the due date, which is what I said. But if you enable close date, this will prevent people from sending things in late. If you leave close date unmarked, that allows the student to submit it late, but it does timestamp it, so you know how late it is. And then this is a little confusing. Save is just for you. Students can't see it. You have to hit assign to get this assigned. All right. Now, if you want, you can jump over to the quiz and hit student view, and this is how the students see it if you're interested in that. I'm actually going to jump over to my fake student here. And my fake student is in the class now. Here's the assignments. Whenever I assign something to my class, they all get a chat notification. So they should be automatically notified once the assignment's ready. I'm going to go to assignment. Sorry, I'm going to go to teams. This is the team. My team is called For Testing. If you click assignments, it shows a student all their assignments. But it's a little confusing because this is the class or the team. They have to go into the team and then see the assignments. So I don't really know what the purpose of this is. If it listed all the assignments, that would make sense, but I don't really want to use that. I want to go to teams and go into my class, which is called For Testing. I want to click assignments, and here is my second quiz, and it says it's due today. So I'm going to take my quiz, I'm going to click it. Do I like red? Maybe. Submit. Okay, and then the student can hit close. And that they get a little icon when it's done. That's nice. All right, go back here. So I'm the teacher, and I'm going to jump back so you can see. One of one is turned in. I only have one student, so I'm going to go ahead and go in here. This student, the student's name is onboarding account. The student's finished. Now you're like, I'm going to put feedback in here. Don't do that. That is a waste of time. We cannot figure out how students can see this. This feedback is basically useless at this point. Click the student's name, and this will bring you in to all of your results. So if you had 10 students in your class, then you can actually go through all the results here. So this is the list of students, and I only have one, so this was their answer. Let's just say it's correct, 10 out of 10, and now I'm going to comment. Good job. And it automatically saves, so you could just go on to the next student, or you can click these arrows and go on to the next one. You also can go here and go question by question if you want. This takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's pretty easy. Once you're done grading, this is where it's like, what do I do now? Do I hit close? There's no save button. And there should be, right here, there should be a big button that says save or post scores. Instead, it is hidden here. You need to hit post scores. Post. And you'll notice that my student account was just told that there's been a change. And I click it, good job, there it is. They can also go into their team, assignments, completed, open it back up and see the comments. So for every comment you put in, if you wanted to, you could just comment under the last question, so it's just one big comment. You don't have to comment question by question. And under grades, they will then see the grade, but as of now, I cannot find any type of way to put the comment on this screen. They actually have to open the quiz back up. I'm going to hit close here. So that's it. Now, there's a few different ways that you can approach using this tool. First off, you could use it for normal quizzes where you have a list of questions. You also could just use a writing prompt and have the students do, state their opinion or idea about something, and then just give them feedback and work that way.